this. I mean this. I want every single person. I want every single person that said the Indiana Fever are more dangerous without Caitlin Clark. I want every single person named and shamed. Named and shamed. I mean that. Every single person that said the Indiana Fever are better without Caitlin Clark needs to be publicly ridiculed. I don't mean anything more than that. Like, nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. Like, they need to be publicly ridiculed. And that's fine. Carolyn Peck. By the way, by Carolyn Peck's logic for Angel over Caitlin last year, it's Sonya over Paige this year, by the way. She was Team Angel Reese the entire year. Let's not forget that. Every single person, I want you all named and shamed. And I want Carolyn Peck on First Take tomorrow morning to talk about that. I want Carolyn Peck. They literally... The Indiana Fever played the Lynx, and the Lynx couldn't hit a shot. The Lynx were terrible. And then the Indiana Fever showed up and shell-shocked the Aces. Thank you for the $5. Down one, Lexi Hull and Soph Cunningham play Timpson go big. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say it was just a bad thing. I'm not even gonna say we got bad looks to end the game. We had 3 wide open shots. So I don't hate it. But like, we played an Aces team that did not want to be there and just blitzed them because we outworked them. When you outwork a team that doesn't want to be there, you're going to beat them. And look, the Indiana Fever, I stand by this. The Indiana Fever, without Caitlin Clark, should be able to just hang. Like, we should be able to hang around the 7, 8, 9 seed. We should be able to hang around here because if the Valks go and win this game, they go a little bit ahead of us. Without Caitlin Clark, they should be able to hang. And that's fine. That is the big thing, because without Ari McDonald, I'm not joking. Without Ari McDonald, the Indiana Fever would be 6-13. If Ari McDonald didn't come, the Indiana Fever would be down with the Wings. I still think we hang in the 7, 8, 9. When Caitlin comes back, we're going to make the playoffs. We're going to be somewhere between 6 and 8, and that's fine. I'm fine with being between 6 and 8. I'm absolutely fine with that. I'm actually fine with not being between 6 and 8 and getting a lottery pick, but I'm fine with being between 6 and 8. I'm fine with that. But at the end of the day, this team is not more dangerous without Caitlin Clark. They're barely better on defense without Caitlin Clark. And yes, they were exceptional on defense in the Aces game. They were garbage tonight, and they were not good. I thought Natasha Howard was good on defense against the Lynx. They did a good job on feet. But, like, I'm sorry. If your tactic against the Minnesota Lynx is to literally, I mean this when I say this, literally leave Alana Smith, Kayla McBride, Bridget Carlton, and Courtney Williams wide open and pray they miss. If that is your tactic and it works once, it's not going to work twice. But, like, someone said Ari had 1 bad game, CC had 9 bad games. Yeah, if you take out the last 3 games that Caitlin Clark was clearly playing injured with her groin strap taped up, her averages on the season are 21.5 points and 9.5 assists and 6 boards. If you take out the 3 games where she has her groin taped up, Becker's better than Caitlin by miles. I mean, just not true. It's just not true at all. Like, the Dallas Wings have won exactly 1 game this season with Paige being the best player on the court. 1. But, like, late on in that game, they just can't get anything. They've got nothing. The Fever have nothing. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know what's going on. The Fever, they are They need Caitlin Clark. This team needs Caitlin Clark. And for anyone that's out here saying that this team's better without Caitlin, they need to have every one of their basketball takes just laughed at. Like, they need to have their basketball takes laughed at. Because let's be real. This is... And the funny thing is like, it's not even statistically accurate. Their net rating is better with Caitlin Clark on the floor than with off the floor. They are better with Caitlin Clark on the floor in the season than off the floor. Like, statistically, they're better. Eye test, they're better. Record-wise, they're better. Lads, the Indiana Fever have played 9 games. Sorry, I've played 10 games without Caitlin Clark. 8 of them have been against... 8 of them have been against the bottom 5 teams. 8 of them. They're 4-6 without Caitlin Clark. Like, they're 4... Sorry, no, they're not. They're 4-5. Are they 4-5? Sorry, they've played 9 games. 7 of them have been against non-playoff teams. They are 5-4. They're 4-5 against the worst teams in the league without Caitlin Clark. And they're 5-4 against the best teams in the league with Caitlin Clark. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? They're 5-4 with Caitlin Clark. With Caitlin Clark, they play the Liberty twice, the Dream twice, the Storm, the Valkyries, and the Aces. Without Caitlin Clark, they've played the Mystics twice, the Wings, the Sky, the Sparks twice, and the fucking Sun. We are 4-5 against the worst teams in the league without Caitlin, and we are 5-4 against the best teams in the league with Caitlin. We have not lost. I mean, I'm not joking. July the 18th, 2024 was the last time we lost to a sub-500 team with Caitlin Clark. We've done it 5 times this year without her. 5. July the 18th. July the 18th. 2024 was the last time. The last time we lost to a sub-500 team. And I'm not counting. I am not counting the time when we didn't play our starters for the entire second half in the last game of the season. That doesn't count. That's not a game. Oh my god, like, anyone saying this team's better without Caitlin Clark is not a basketball person. They're just pushing agendas. They're just pushing agendas. By no metrics. By simple box score, plus minus. By advanced metrics. They're not even better defensively, statistically, when she's off the floor, by the way. They are better defensively when she's on the floor. And you might be saying, oh, but they played the Chicago Sky with Caitlin. They played her without Caitlin. Even with the Aces game, where they had 54 points, they are better defensively when Caitlin Clark is on the floor. Like, there is no metric. There's no eye test. There is nothing to go by that. They just beat an Aces team who didn't want to be there. And they beat a Lynx team who couldn't hit a shot. This team is with Caitlin Clark, honestly, there are 2 contenders as the Lynx and the Liberty. I still think they're in the conversation for best of the rest. The Mercury are still trying to figure it out. They're in the conversation for 3rd. They're in that conversation for 3rd with Caitlin Clark. Without Caitlin Clark, they're the 9th best team in the WNBA. And that's fine. Like, that is a testament to the rest of them. Like, that is a testament. They're a good team. We're a decent team. But that is all we are. We are the 9th best team in the WNBA without Caitlin Clark. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.